I'm going to go ahead and create a fake news item just to kind of show you how those work. So what we do is we post new entry, and let's say we want to backdate this one, but I'll just say, I'll call it test entry, and I'll show you a few different ways to go back in and edit the post after it's even up there. So I'm just going to say test entry news, and then I'm going to put my fake text in there. And if I hit save close now, obviously that was pretty easy, and this is going to show up now at the very top. So what I'll do is I'll go and backdate that. So if we say options and then we click the date area, and we can cruise way back, let's say like September 1st, and you just click off of the calendar, and then you can click options again if you want, and it'll slide that back in and out. That's how that works. And if you want to not publish it yet, you could just uncheck published. We probably want comments disabled. I'll make sure that they're all disabled. That is a setting in the blog setting area. In fact, let me go do that really quickly, then we'll go back in and add an image, just so I can kind of show you that. So if I go to structure mode, then we can see configure this page, and then here's all the settings for this area. I'm going to disable comments by default, because you probably don't want comments on any of those things. And that should probably handle that. Save page configuration. I don't even think we have the comments.
Welcome to Course.
Oh, hey. I'll see if I can remove comments in the code, because unless you want those, let's discuss it anyway. So let me go back to my post, my earlier post. I guess that was September. So now that I've set the date way back, we could go to the very bottom. If we go to, well, if we click on main, it'll take us to the home area of the blog, and now I've buried that. So we could go way down here and try and find it, or if we go to website management, then we can go to manage posts. And then what we're showing right now is, here's all entries within case studies. So it looks like we have a hidden case study area. I think we built that last year or something. But so if we click this, then we can kind of see Courseload news. And then so these are our filters to see what all posts are all about. And then we can come down here, and I think September 1st, there it is. So it's still a draft, but when you're in this mode here, you can actually go in and edit anything. So I can go edit or remove it, whatever. And then let's go ahead and do the image. So what I do is I put the cursor in the beginning of the content. And then what you do is you upload. Let me go find an image really quickly here. And I'm gonna go where I know where a logo is. And I'm gonna choose a logo that's large intentionally. There you go. And I'm just gonna upload this to general storage, will be fine. So this is my logo. So when it comes in, like any image you instantly upload, it's gonna tell you what that image width is. If this image were like 50,000 pixels wide off of your awesome digital camera, then you can come in here and reset the width. So let's go ahead and hit save close at this point. Now we can go find that post. There it is, test entry new. So we can go see, wow, you know, it's enormous. I think we'll keep it there. And then if you go modify, we can go back and actually, if you have questions about the other logos that are kind of in place now, this one is probably the wider of all of them, but like these magazines right now, if you open these images in a new tab, whatever browser you're on, it should probably say, well, Chrome doesn't say, but this is 120 pixels wide. So if you have kind of questions on that, I know that like Safari or Firefox will show you what size this image is. This is also 120 pixels wide. So that being the case, any new logo like that you kind of upload, you can go set it at like 120. And so if I open up the post to modify it, again, you can click this plus sign here in the upper right, makes it bigger. So you can kind of see a little bit better. But if we click the image now, and then click edit, then resize, and if I go ahead and say 120, it's going to go ahead and resize it like immediately. But what this is doing is it's not resampling it yet. This image, you know, let's say it was off of our digital camera and it's huge. Let's say it's a, you know, a 3 or 4 meg image, which that's very possible. Then it would take a long time for this image to load in. I don't know if you've probably been on websites where you've seen a really small image loading really slowly and you can kind of see it going down. It's because someone has just resized the image and it's still that huge file size. It's just physically smaller. So what we'd want to do in this case is we'd say 120 wide and then we'd want to resize the image. Let's go ahead and hit resize. And this is actually kind of resampling the image. And they probably didn't use that term just because it might confuse, but so the image is resized specifically to 120 pixels wide at this point. So it'd be considerably smaller, it'll load a lot quicker, and it'll just work a lot better. So now if we hit save, you can see that the image is kind of at the top, kind of where we had it originally before we started moving things to the right. So what we'd do is select the image and you can say right. So that's just a quick alignment shortcut. You can hit save and close and it'll put it over there to the right. So let me do it again a little quicker here. So I'm going to go ahead and say remove, and I'll put my cursor in the beginning. I'm going to upload an image, choose file. What other things are in here? Here we go. So here's another version of that. Similar. So then at this point we'd say the 120. We'd say resize original image. It's going to resample that image. And then before we hit save and close, we can actually come in here to alignment and say align right. And then save close. Save close. There we go. And if we want to link that out somewhere, so let's say that you want to start, you know, making it so people can either link this to their main website or to the direct article that you might link within the text, then you can select the image, hit edit, and then link caption. We could say HTTP. And then you could add this caption, which will go below the image. And on all these external links, I'm always doing open in new window and use, well, not thumbnail, just open a new window. Save and close. Now it has this extra little caption on there, and then if someone clicks this, it'll go in a new window. Another thing, so let me go back here. Let me go find an article on my own website. So I'll say blog. All right, so here's a link. So what I would do, if we're going to send people out to an article, in this case, I would go out and find the article, and then in the browser you can say copy link address, and then go back to your post, modify, and then you can say read the article. I can't remember the exact text we use on your blog, but at Square, I think you did W's, squareflare.com. So then, I guess if we want to, you could link this entire line, or if you just want to do like the address only, this obviously is not a link yet. So what we do is highlight the text, and then we click our link icon, and it's going to say direct URL, and you can say sure, and then I can paste. And then down here on more options, we'd say new window and offsite indicator. So what'll happen here, save, close. I'm going to take this exclamation point out. Well, let me keep it in just to show you why. Save, close. So you can see that now there's this little offsite indicator thing. A lot of people kind of appreciate that. That says, oh, okay, well, you're going to open up a new page or whatever. You're going to take me somewhere else. But now we have this exclamation point that kind of looks crazy. So we can just go back in and delete that. If we want to change that link, then we can select the text, hit edit, and you can change the link. For example, now I'm going to go ahead and remove, which will remove the link. And we'll say on our contact page, something like that. So what I can do now is say, since now we're going to link something to our own page, which you might very well might do at this point, you could say read the article on our contact page or whatever. So then you highlight the text, and then you hit the link icon, and then if you select your web pages, then you'll have a representation of all of your web pages. This won't include all of your journal entries or your blog posts. So if you are going to link those, you just have to know the direct URL and then paste it in. But if in this case we're going to send them to the contact page, which is here, save and close, and it'll show you that it's /contact/ at this point. And then we can just hit save and close. So there's that one. So there we hop over here to that page, and everything's linked up. So then, since this is still a draft, we didn't make it live to the world yet because we kind of unpublished it. So in this case, this is kind of a real thing where you might be writing an article, and it might take you 10 minutes or something to get all the links and all the images and everything lined up, and you don't want people seeing kind of a partial entry. So then once everything's ready, and maybe you get that confirmation from someone else in the office or something even, then you can go back and hit publish, hit save and close. And then that entry is live on the site back on September 1st, 2011. So then deleting, you can remove it here, or if we just want to, again, unpublish it, you could do that. Save, close. And to the admin or to whoever made it, it would say draft, but the world will not see it. But now we'll go ahead and remove it, confirm. And you can, if you want, go back and clean up images. I haven't really kind of done that in the past, but because it's like, well, nothing else will probably be named Squareflare, So, I mean, but in this case, I will go ahead and remove that. Confirm. And then there should be another Squareflare one. Maybe not. Anyway, I think that's it. So I don't know if there's any other tricks to show you there. That was kind of the only things that I noticed. That I saw some links that looks like they were made maybe possibly outside of the system or something like that. But you don't have to know HTML to make a link. You just use the built-in tools. So thanks a lot.